Now, over in Gaza, amid conflicting reports over the timeline regarding the ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas, hostages could be released as early as this Friday. The deal also includes more aid into Gaza. Eun-jin has the details.
Israel says the terms of the ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas through mediation by the United States, Egypt, and Qatar will not go into effect before Friday. That's according to Israel's national security advisor, and despite an earlier announcement by Hamas that the ceasefire deal would begin on Thursday at 10 a.m. local time. A Reuters report, citing an Israeli source, said the delay is because Hamas and Qatar had yet to sign the agreement. However, the source said they were confident the agreement would go ahead.
I welcome the news that 50 hostages, all women and children, will be released in return for the release of 150 Palestinian women and children and a much-needed humanitarian pause. I thank the governments of Egypt, Qatar, and the United States for facilitating this agreement.
Under the terms of the agreement, Israeli officials said the hostages would be released in 4 phases during pauses in the fighting, with at least 10 hostages released at each stage. Officials also said the pauses would allow for an increase in humanitarian aid to Gaza, although there is no agreement on how much aid would be allowed into the enclave. Israeli officials have also confirmed that the country's Air Force would stop flying over southern Gaza and have agreed to a 6-hour daily no-fly window in the northern end of the territory during the ceasefire. Meanwhile, a G20 virtual summit was held on Wednesday, during which all leaders welcomed the news of a ceasefire and held further discussions for a sustainable ceasefire and peace agreement. The meeting was presided over by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who called on leaders to do everything in their power to ensure that the Israel-Hamas conflict does not spread further, calling the situation a matter of concern for all of us. Eun-jin, Arirang News.